Hi, it's Gareth Williams here from secureyourwallet.com. We're going to have a look at Blockchain.info now. Now, Blockchain.info is the largest provider of web wallets currently in the world, and it's an excellent web wallet and one which we highly recommend. So a good place to start is to head over to bitcoin.org, which is the original website set up by the original Bitcoin developers, and go down here to Get Started with Bitcoin. Option number 2, choose your wallet. And we're going to have a look here at the recommended web wallets. And the first one on the list is Blockchain.info. So a brief little bit of history about Blockchain.info. It was set up by a programmer in the United Kingdom called Benjamin Reeves. And it originally started as a sort of blockchain explorer, a website to view all the traffic and get stats on the Bitcoin blockchain. And then he added on the wallet services, and then they developed some apps for the Android and the Apple iPhone. Now, blockchain has got some excellent advantages over some of the other web wallets. One of the main strengths of Blockchain.info is they actually have no access to your user accounts. So they can't actually see your passwords, they can't reset your passwords, and all the wallets and everything on Blockchain.info is all on the blockchain. So what does this mean when I say Blockchain.info is all recorded on the blockchain? Well, some companies, what they actually do is they take your Bitcoin off the blockchain, so off the main decentralized blockchain network that's distributed around the world, and they actually sort of manage all the transactions in-house. So, you know, this is generally done in a very safe manner, but potentially there's that little tiny risk that if government stepped in and put down some heavy regulation, or if they wanted to seize or freeze somebody's account, they could go to that wallet provider and say, we want you to stop that account. Well, Blockchain.info have got no access to your web wallet. They've got no access to your passwords or anything. So all your data is completely safe. It's recorded on the blockchain itself. As long as you've got a secure password and you've got a backup of your wallet, even if Blockchain.info got shut down for whatever reason or temporarily went offline, you've still got access to your Bitcoin, you've got your address, it's in the blockchain network, so it's secure. So that's a real advantage to using Blockchain.info compared to some of the other wallets. And I use Blockchain.info and I really recommend using them purely for this reason alone. Right, so what we're going to do is actually head over to Blockchain.info, and this is their home page. And if you look along the top here, you've got various options. You've got charts where you can see loads of stats and graphs on the Bitcoin blockchain. But what we want to have a look at today is the wallet option. Now, if you're coming here for the first time, you want to do this option, start a new wallet. And you need to put in your email address and set a really secure password. I always recommend that you put in a password of at least 16 characters, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and some symbols. Even better, use a long phrase that you'll remember and mix up upper and lowercase letters and symbols. So we're going to go through now and put in some details and create a wallet, and you'll see how quick it is to create a wallet. So we've got the message here saying your wallet has been created successfully, and now it's showing us a wallet recovery mnemonic. Now what it is it's a bunch of random words that make up a random phrase, and what you want to do is write this down or print it out now and keep it off your computer, and this is just to assist you if you've forgotten your password, so it's just an option to help you recover your Bitcoin. So just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to copy this and paste it into Word. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to print that off, and I'm going to keep it off my computer completely, somewhere safe. And now I'm going to click on Continue. And what Blockchain.info does is it gives you this long string of numbers and letters, and this is actually your unique identifier. It's basically your username. But what you can actually do is when you go in, and once you've logged in and go to settings, you can create an alias, something that's a lot more memorable, because that is a lot of, well, it's very difficult to remember something like that. So we're going to log in now. So here we are. inside our wallet. Obviously we've got no Bitcoin in there at the moment. You can see here, this is our wallet address, our Bitcoin address, and you've got a QR code as well, which you can scan. You've got your transaction history here, obviously nothing yet. Your option to send money, so you can put in the Bitcoin address of the person you want to send money to. And your receiving address. And then this bit's important. This is the option that allows you to make a backup of your wallet, to export your wallet, or if you want to recover your wallet in the future, to import from your backup. And you've got all these options here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a separate video on backing up your Blockchain.info wallet and restoring it. So we won't go into any detail about that on this video. So I'm going to go back to the wallet home. Now I'm going to look at this bit over here, the account settings, because this is really important to go in here straight away and make a couple of important changes. So I'm going to click account settings. Okay, so here we are in the account settings, and it's asking for an email verification code, which I've just got from my email. I've just checked and I have an email from Blockchain.info. So I'm going to copy this in and I'm going to click verify, and it's basically verified my email. Now here's the option where you can put in an alias. So this is something that's going to be a lot easier for yourself to remember, so you don't need to remember that long identifier. So well, I'll just call it secure your wallet. You've got the option to put in your mobile number if you choose to, or cell phone number if you're in the US. Now, here is the important area that I want to have a look at. In the security bit, you've got this option here called two-factor authentication. Now, this is a really good feature, and it's something I definitely recommend that you set up. It'll make your account so much more secure. And I really recommend that you use Google Authenticator if you've got a smartphone, because it's easy to use and it makes your account so much more secure than it would do otherwise. So what you would do is you would go onto your smartphone now, you'd go to the App Store and you would download the Google Authenticator app. You'd search for it, download it, and then it will ask you to scan this QR code here. So you would scan this with your phone, and then it would link the Google Authenticator app with your Blockchain.info account. So you would do this, and then you would get an option to enter a code below. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my iPad, and I'm actually going to film on my iPad and show you how you would go about getting the Google Authenticator app. Now, ordinarily, you'd probably do this using a smartphone, an Apple iPhone, or a Samsung, sort of with an Android operating system. But I'm going to do it on the iPad because it's much easier to see and film on the iPad. So what you need to do is you need to head over to the App Store. You need to go to the search, and you need to have a look for Google Authenticator. It's only available as an iPhone app, but it should install fine on my iPad. You'd get your Apple ID coming up. In this case, I've blanked that one out. So Google Authenticator is now installing on the iPad, and we can open it up, and it's going to ask, do we want to begin the setup? So we want to go to this option to scan the barcode. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to click on this scan barcode option, and then we're going to scan the QR code. So it's going to switch into camera mode, and there we go. We've got a 6-digit number, and what we need to do is click underneath the QR code and fill in the 6-digit number. And there we go. And now you can see it says over here, Google Authenticator is enabled. So we're going to log out and then log back into Blockchain.info, and you'll see how this Google Authenticator code works. So we're back now at the logon page for Blockchain.info, and now you can see we have this new option here, Google Authenticator. So on the right here, I've got a streaming live screenshot of my actual iPad, and I've got the Google Authenticator app up. And as you can see, it's generating this 6-digit code, and this generates every 30 seconds. So a new one is now appeared. And you've got 30 seconds to enter this number in. So we're going to put our password in, and then we're going to put in the 6-digit code and open the wallet. And there we go. We've just used Google Authenticator and two-factor authentication to get into Blockchain.info. Now this obviously makes your Blockchain.info account far more secure, because somebody would need to know your password, and they'd actually have to have physical access to your phone, and they'd have to have that Google Authenticator app open to be able to log onto your actual blockchain account. So even if someone hacks your computer and they use a keylogger and they get your password, they still won't be able to get into your blockchain account. So you've actually got very good security now set up. So that was a little look at creating a wallet on Blockchain.info and setting up two-factor authentication on Blockchain.info. I'm also going to do further videos on backing up your Blockchain.info wallet and restoring your wallet. I've also got a lot more videos on my website, which is www.secureyourwallet.com, where I do lots of reviews on lots of other wallets, and I do lots of reviews on Bitcoin security. And you can also look at my YouTube channel, which is Secure Your Wallet. So thank you very much for watching. If this video has been useful, please post some comments underneath, like the video, and I will hopefully see you again in another video.